Howdy again, it's Jolly John. So, why am I making this video? Maybe I want to be ridiculed for being a hippie or a religious nut. But anyone that knows me and speaking to me, no, that's far from the truth. The truth is, last night I saw something that sort of put all the pieces together for me. And I could not sit back and, do nothing. I just got the urge to do a video and spread the word to anybody that's got an open enough mind to listen, really. This is where I start to sound like a bit of a hippie. And many people might think, well, what the hell's he been smoking? Trust me, I'll look at everything, all the ideas that I'm putting out there and all the theories. I'll try and look at them skeptically and scientifically, and the data shows that it's not just theories and ideas. And as always, I'll put the links down the bottom in the info bar for you, for anybody that wants to see what I saw, and I strongly suggest you check them out, unless you're already on board with the ideas I'm going to go through. Even so, you might want to go in and check them out, because there might be stuff there that you've not seen, and there's some good stuff. And some of them are quite long, so if you can't be bothered to go and watch them, and you think stuff, unless he's going to tell me all the answers, you might as well turn this video off now and go back to watching the X Factor or America's Next Model, or play games or whatever it is you half awake sheeple do to bury your head in the sand from the truth. That's all well and good, and I wish you all the best. But for anybody that's wants to know what I saw, where do I begin? All these Occupy protests, all these uprisings all around the world. You've got to ask yourself, well, why now? Why all together at the same time, all over the world? You could say people are being led into them for God knows what reason, by God knows who. That's a completely different video that maybe I will put out. And, it could be the internet. It could be people, tweeting each other up, whatever it is, Facebooking, getting together. You could say that's uniting them. But at the end of the day, the fact that everybody's protesting at the same time and being led there by, the thought, there's something wrong, there's a niggling feeling at the back of their head, there's something wrong. And everybody is having that same thought at the same time for this thing to pick up speed and gain momentum. And even if they are being led there, the idea has put them in that direction. But I think they're being led there on purpose and being led away from where they should have been heading. So, why do I say that? Well, look at the hatred, look at the anger. Every major city in every country, that hatred towards the authorities, the police. And it's all being sort of manipulated. Because, let's face it, they're not listening to you, they're not doing nothing about you, they're just letting you doss there for, what is it now, 6 weeks, 7 weeks? They're going to keep you there, keep your mental consciousness all angry and aggravated and hateful until they're ready to do whatever they do. And trust me, the time will come when the time's passed, and it will happen. They'll come down with a big boot. If nothing changes now, there will come a time, God knows when, whenever it is, it'll suddenly go, okay, that's enough's enough, we're sick of you now, we're ending it. So, be warned.
But until that time comes, they'll happily keep you distracted there. They may even throw out ideas of how to solve the problems that everybody thinks we have. But in the end, it's just going to be more ways for them to make controlling us easy for them, like centralising the banks. That's not the answer, it just makes it easier for them to control. So you've got to ask yourself, why would they want to keep you angry and aggravated and scared and all of this? Well, scared's easy enough, because scared people are easy to control. And you've got to admit, all the things that are going on, every other news you see is something scary. They're doing tests here, and it just happens to line up with certain dates, things are meant to happen. I can see the scare tactics. I see scare tactics all over the place. And it's not just fear mongering on YouTube and things like that. It's mainstream. You can see it, and I think it's all trying to distract you from this idea of central consciousness, global consciousness. And that's the key. This is global consciousness. And you look at all religions and all beliefs and things like that, like the Mayans, the Hopi and all that. It's all around, all the prophecies and the timing. And they all believe that, something's coming back, whether it be the second coming of Jesus or whatever, the designers of us, the makers of us from outer space. All of these beliefs, they all believe that something is coming back. And, all the evidence out there leads to this sort of timing around about this time. And they also all say, we're going to be lost if we don't go back to the old ways. And I've got to admit, when I first started to think about what can that mean, going back to the old teachings, the old ways, I thought, living off Mother Nature, living within your means, which, we all are doing way too much of. We're living way above our means. That's what first come across my mind. Now I start to see that, the old ways are people gathering in groups as much as they are doing now. Everybody's been drawn together as groups, but not in a hateful way, but in a loving way. They all used to gather around all these monoliths and things like that in peaceful ways and worship. And the reason all these monoliths are there is because it's meant to be a strong point for harmonising this central consciousness. It's all to do with the ley lines and the consciousness field that's around the globe. And it centralises the energies, the harmonics of the central consciousness, the global consciousness. So what better way? People are sending out radio waves to outer space all the time, and what if they've gone, whoever's out there, God, aliens, I'm not going to get into that argument with anybody, but what if they don't listen to radio waves, they listen to consciousness? They're feeding off our mental energy. That's where I'm going, and that's why I say occupy the monoliths, not the cities. Don't go into the cities and hate. You're going to occupy the monoliths and love and peace and all of that. And I sound like a complete hippie, and I can't believe that I'm saying such things, to be honest, because it's just not me. But the evidence is there.
And I strongly believe that, if people did that, it'd have much more of an effect. It would get their attention a hell of a lot more faster, because they know what is coming, and they know they've got to distract you, and that's what it's all about. Like I say, you've been there for how long? It is just a distraction, and there's not a lot else I can say. I could talk on and on and try and explain it, but the links at the bottom explain it way better than I ever could. Like I say, go and watch them. definitely go and watch them, because the answers are there. And I'm probably going to get a lot of stick for this video, but still, I don't care. I'm putting out information that I think people need. So, with all love and peace, I'll catch you on the next video. Ta-da!